It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Cowboys. Speedy running back. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips.
What a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words.
First carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And Howe will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why the defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Back to Robinson now on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They go to Johnson again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Prescott out to the flat here for Johnson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That is caught. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gets him the first down yardage there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Prescott on first down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Al now to throw it. His throw incomplete. For Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families will go out and play and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962. They sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Powell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
19-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week, and they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Cooks motions to the left. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On play action, Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Howell.
And his pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he'll take this up over the 41 out to 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Commanders back out late in this 1st half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Micah Parsons coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots.
Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being in Philadelphia, where we find the Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. Finally on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for Bears and Vikings from U.S. Bank Stadium. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Able to avoid him. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. running from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Play action now, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And Howe will throw it. A short one there.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And And the lead is up to 5. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Arlington.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 59 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Howell's got this one to Robinson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Howell down to throw it.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now Howell.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Fly on for a field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
He'll check this down to Johnson.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Prescott tosses the out route here to Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Prescott on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. To the air again, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good by Aubrey, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Robinson up the middle. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be taken at the 13. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.